What if Godzilla was more than just a force of nature? What if it was born of humanity's darkest sins and thirsted for revenge? Today, we dive into the terrifying story of Bloodb Godzilla, one of the most creative and haunting interpretations of the king of the monsters. The origin of Bloodb Godzilla. The story begins millions of years ago, during the Eocene epoch, when a Basilosaurus, a massive prehistoric marine predator, roamed the oceans. This creature was a symbol of power and survival. But as the eons passed, humans appeared, and their hunt for dominance led them to the Basilosaurus. The creature was hunted to extinction, its massive body left to decay on the ocean floor. Centuries later, the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki occurred, unleashing unimaginable suffering and destruction. In this story, the spirits of the countless lives lost in these tragedies couldn't rest. They sought vengeance, and in their grief and rage, they fused with the remains of the Basilosaurus. This fusion created Bloodb Godzilla, a being that carries both the primal fury of a predator and the sorrowful anger of humanity's victims. The rise of Bloodb Godzilla. In the animated series created by Apricot Animation, Bloodb Godzilla makes its first terrifying appearance in the episode Law Future. A fossilized Basilosaurus is reanimated in a lab, but instead of a peaceful revival, it mutates, growing limbs and evolving into a monstrous Godzilla. The creature awakens with a singular purpose: to exact revenge on humanity. As Bloodb Godzilla rises from the depths, its path leads straight to Tokyo. Its enormous skeletal frame, glowing red eyes, and haunting roar strike fear into everyone who witnesses it. This is not a savior of the earth, it is a force of retribution. The chaos unfolds. In the following episode, Radiated 1, we see Bloodb Godzilla's devastating effects. Its body begins to mutate further, becoming more grotesque with every moment. Starvation and rage consume it, and it begins attacking anything in its path. But Bloodb Godzilla is not the only horror in this world. Other Kaiju appear, each a warped and corrupted version of iconic monsters like King Ghidorah, Anguirus, and Gigan. These creatures, now resembling nightmarish humanoid forms, follow in Bloodb Godzilla's destructive wake, leaving nothing but chaos and destruction behind. Bloodb Godzilla's power. One of Bloodb Godzilla's most terrifying abilities is its atomic red breath. Unlike the classic blue atomic breath, this red version is unstable, erupting with devastating power that can obliterate entire city blocks. But this power comes at a cost. Each use drains Bloodb Godzilla's energy, leaving it weak and vulnerable. As the series progresses, Bloodb Godzilla grows to an enormous height of 170 meters. Its skeletal, emaciated frame becomes a haunting visual metaphor for its endless suffering and rage. Despite its size and power, the creature appears to be in constant pain, as though burdened by the very existence it was forced into. A warning to humanity. The creators of Bloodb Godzilla have woven a complex and thought-provoking narrative. The creature is more than a monster, it is a reflection of humanity's sins. Its existence questions the morality of human actions, from the exploitation of nature to the horrors of war. In one chilling scene, Bloodb Godzilla encounters a fleet of military tanks. Instead of attacking immediately, it pauses, as if questioning the humans' intentions. But the moment the tanks fire, it retaliates with devastating force, using its atomic breath to destroy everything in sight. This scene highlights the cycle of fear and violence between humanity and monsters. Fan theories about Bloodb Godzilla. Fans have speculated about the deeper meaning of Bloodb Godzilla. Some believe it represents the consequences of humanity's destructive tendencies, while others see it as a tragic figure seeking justice for those who have suffered. One intriguing theory suggests that Bloodb Godzilla is not just a monster, but a guardian spirit twisted by grief and rage. There's also speculation about its ability to disguise itself as a human. In later episodes, we see humanoid creatures emerge, leading some to believe that Bloodb Godzilla can manipulate and transform others into its servants. This ability adds a horrifying layer to its character, making it not just a physical threat, but a psychological one as well. What's next for Bloodb Godzilla? As the series continues, Bloodb Godzilla becomes increasingly unstable. In one episode, it collapses from exhaustion, only to rise again, more powerful and terrifying than before. The final scenes of the series hint at an apocalyptic showdown, with Bloodb Godzilla facing an alliance of mutated Kaiju and desperate humans. Will Bloodb Godzilla achieve its revenge, or will humanity find a way to stop this unstoppable force? What's your theory about Bloodb Godzilla? Do you think it's a villain, a victim, or something in between? Share your thoughts in the comments below.